It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 20.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Let's go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Tavon Young in on the tackle. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
95-56, 95-56. Get ready. Get ready.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, 5-8. Hey, easy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Breeze going to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Rip left, rip left. 48. Hey, Haywood. 5-9. 48.
Here's Breeze to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Brown. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 56 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Willie Henry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Check 52. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
So here we go on 4th down to Breeze. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Breeze.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We now proceed to the start of the second half. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to pretty good at it all game long.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
And he's got Snead. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it, escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 31 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Breeze now. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And the Saints 1st down.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Get that ball. Get that.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Henry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Breeze. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big fella. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Set. Go to base. Who's coming, Mike? Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On 2nd down now. It's Hill. Got some room at the 30. Hill shedding the tackle. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 81 yards. And the Ravens add on. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
How about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 20. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Here's Bridgewater, flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this size. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Dancing to his left. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a...
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today. Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though? Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket. Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mike, what are you weapon? Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Ingram again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving